If I woke up tomorrow and I lost all my progress and I had to start all over from scratch, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think I'd get to my size again. Not because I'd have to work harder or I have better genetics, but like, let's say I get to keep all my knowledge. Like, these are certain things I do differently. You know how, like, people say, like, oh, would you rather have $10 million or restart your life over at 10? I know me personally, I'm restarting my life over at 10, and I had a similar idea when it came to like my lifting journey, right? So for me, one thing I do is stop trying to chase fat loss immediately. Now, granted, I feel like for me, when I first started working out, I was like 290, 6'1". So granted, I want to preface when I say that, right? I want to like, well, I remember when I first started working out, my goal was just to get abs, and that's where I messed up because like for the longest I didn't even know what I wanted. Like at first, I was just wanted to get abs, then I wanted to lose weight, then I wanted to do this, and I feel like it's important to have a goal in mind, right? And I thought that being lighter meant automatically looking better, but if you have no muscle underneath, that's how you look like a smaller version of yourself, like skinny fat. Skinny fat's a real thing for most people. Like if I had to start all over, I'd focus on building a foundation first, getting stronger, learning how to train, learning how to eat. Everybody has abs. It just focuses on like how you like get them right. Now another thing too, like at least thinking with the mind I do now, I'd focus on strength because like the second thing I'd really want to do is get stronger because muscle and strength go hand in hand. I wouldn't overset on the fancy exercises. I'd focus on the basics: bench, rows, pull up, squats, deadlift, overhead press, weighted dips, and push ups. And then I wouldn't keep a logbook, but if let's say I was really meticulous, I'd probably keep a logbook. But if you're not progressing, your body has no reason to change. You don't have to max out every week, but 6 months from now, you should be stronger than who you are today. Like a perfect example, I remember me when I first really got to a good weight where I was happy with. I couldn't bench 315, but now who I am now, before my shoulder injury rather, I could like rep out 315. So it's important that like yes, 315 is a big milestone that most people don't achieve in their life, but it's important to have realistic expectations when you're doing something. So I feel like if there's one thing I tell myself is don't overcomplicate things. Like keep it simple. Like keep it simple, stupid. I feel like it should be easy enough that a 5-year-old can understand, but not complicated enough that a 7-year-old wouldn't be able to grasp it. But moving on, I wouldn't focus so much time on switching routines. Like I did push pull legs, I did bro split, I did the Arnold split, I did upper lower. I kind of do upper lower nowadays, but like I went through so many splits. Like I remember I used to do chest and back, shoulder and arms. There's nothing inherently wrong with these splits, but everybody thinks their program works the best. But for most things, the issue isn't the split. Is the thing is you're not doing enough frequency to stay with it long enough. Like at least for me, it's important to know your genetic strong points. Like for me, it's always been my arms. So if I were to go back in time, I'd probably tell myself, do you really need an arm day? Like nowadays, I don't really do an arm day because I feel like other parts of my body need more priority. But let's say, for example, you were just blessed by the gods and you can just like you could do push-ups and you have the chest the size of Arnold. Like I wouldn't tell you need a chest day. Like you can just do enough to maintain what you built, right? And you trying to just switch it up all over again. Like if I had to do it again, I just pick something, stick to push pull legs is fine. And then maybe you can add like a shoulder and arm day. But consistency beats variety, and that just goes for anything. Now, another thing I would really preface is nutrition. Like I think every day I'm learning something new about nutrition. Like I wouldn't spend 100 on supplements. I wouldn't worry about the perfect meal plan. I wouldn't buy every product that influencers like promote. I focus on the basics: calories, protein, fiber, carbs, because carbs aren't your enemy. I don't care what anyone says. Like I remember for me, there was one point in time I was contemplating doing the carnivore diet, but the carnivore diet isn't bad, but there is certain things that you're missing while doing it. And it's not that like what's it called? Protein powder didn't help creating my physique. It's not that creatine didn't help creating my physique. It's that consistency and me eating things overall. Like a perfect example. If you're vegan, yes, it is a little harder, but it's not impossible. Like you just need to find things that you can stick to. And that for me, that's chicken, eggs, rice, beef, and doing it from a long period over and over and over again. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, oh, I could get the same physique in 2 years, but I can be pretty damn close. Just because like if I get to keep all the knowledge I know I have now, like I just tell myself like don't overcomplicate it. Like just keep it simple. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Mobility. Oh my gosh. Like if I could really go but I'd ingrain it in myself's head. Please do some mobility. Stretch. Like just do the simplest things. Like yes, because when you lift, your body gets used to being in certain positions. And now, yes, I'm so strong and stuff, but I'm stiff. And I'm too worried. Assuming you're on my age watching this, you're too stiff to be like I'm in my 20s. You shouldn't be so stiff to the point where you can't move or you can't bend or you can't. Thankfully, I don't have those issues, but it could have been a lot worse if I didn't actively try to rectify it. So one thing I tell myself is mobility is just as important as you doing a bench press or you trying to get your protein in or you trying to recover. Now, that's the next thing. Stop comparing yourself to like others. Like the David Lades, the Sam Suleks, the Chris Bumsteads. Yes, I mentioned those people because they're popular names, but comparison is the thief of joy. Like there'll always be someone bigger, there'll always be someone stronger, there's always be someone leaner, and there's always who transforms someone. There's always someone who can do the same transformation as you faster. If you spend your whole time, there's a quote. I like this quote. If you if you chase butterflies, you'll never catch them. But if you build a beautiful garden, butterflies will eventually come. And the reason why I like that quote so much is because like if you spend the whole time trying to compare yourself to others, you'll miss your whole journey, right? Like I have a friend, like that's one of my boys through and through. But with him, he can have a whole box of pizza and not gain weight. And then for me, my whole life, like I could look at a cake and gain 20 pounds. Obviously, I'm being a little facetious, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like our metabolisms are very different. My cousin's the same way. Like, and imagine I spent my whole time comparing myself to them, and I was like, oh wow, I wish this could be me. But no, like I also have benefits that they wish they had. Like for me, it's very easy for me to maintain weight compared to them where like they have to work a lot harder to gain weight. So like there's pros and cons to anything. And that steals motivation. Your goal isn't to be better than someone else. Your goal is to be better than who you were yesterday or 6 months ago. Like essentially, you should want to be better than who you were in January. Like this video is coming out in June. You should, and then December you should want to be better than who you are in June. Like essentially, the goal. Not saying there should be a moving goalpost, but you should always like strive to not stagnate when it comes to it. Anyway, that I'm going on a tangent about that one. I think one of the last couple things I want to mention is sleep and recovery. Like I always when I first started, I always thought more was better, more exercises, more sets, more cardio, more everything. But what I really did learn is that growth happens outside the gym. Sleep matters, recovery matters, rest days matter. Not because you don't build muscle while you're training, is that training is the stimulus. Recovery is where it happens. So like if you're getting like 4 to 5 hours of sleep, but you're really pushing yourself in the gym, it's counterintuitive because you're not giving your body any time to rest. Now I'm gonna give what's a perfect and imagine like you never change the oil in your car or you get a flat tire you never change and you just keep trying to drive on it. Like that's not gonna help you like long term. You need to like make sure you're doing the small little things to help you like your body's an engine and it's a tempo. So you want to make sure you're trying to put your best foot forward to make sure you're taking care of the small little things that your body can but that your body could adapt from. So yes, like if possible, try to get at least 6 hours. 6 hours isn't enough, but we do live in a busy world, so I want to be like realistic with the things I suggest. But ideally, try to aim for like 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You don't have to work out every day. Like some people, like I feel like for me, this wasn't like my lifestyle and like my job in a sense. I probably tell people 3 to 4 times a week. You make sure you're in there for an hour to an hour and 30. That's more than enough. Like there's some days where I was only able to work out for an hour. Yes, now granted, if it's up to me, ideally I like 90 minutes to 120. But I don't always get that every day. Like so essentially, just make sure you prioritize it just as much as you're prioritizing your workouts. Now, if I had to start all over tomorrow, would I be disappointed? Yeah. Would I be upset? Yeah. But I wouldn't panic because quite frankly, I know the progress. And that's the beautiful thing when it comes to like working out or building a body that you can be proud of. Like once you understand how to build your body, nobody can take that knowledge away from you. Like progress disappears, but experience doesn't. Like a perfect example, Adrian Broner, right? So I'm pretty sure if you're on social media, you see like how he was like a four-time champion, and he still knows how to fight. Yes, he hasn't fought in like I think a decade, but those things no one can take that away from him because he worked to get it. Now, granted, is it up to him to get back to that? Of course it is. But at the end of the day, like that's his journey. The only reason why I mentioned it is if you're starting your journey, maybe you're frustrated because you don't look the way you want to, but don't quit. If like I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but It is possible. Not because I know how it works, not because it worked for me, but there's no difference between me and you. It's just that you need to start. Like, there's a quote, experience is the best teacher. And not because you can't learn from others, but when you learn from certain things like that, you learn how to adapt, you learn how to do certain things better. But I hope this helps someone. If you guys have any suggestions of what type of videos you want me to make, do let me know. And yeah.